Here are the top 10 college football games of week 2. Coming in at number 10, we've got UConn at Syracuse. Jim Mora's squad looking to notch a signature victory early in the season versus the Syracuse team reeling after a blowout loss to Tennessee. So we'll see if Syracuse can bounce back, but an opportunity for a big step forward for UConn. Oklahoma State at Oregon is an aesthetically fun matchup between two big brands and two fun fan bases, but the Ducks will likely crush them in this one, but I definitely wanted to give it a mention on this list at least just because I think it's a cool matchup. Western Kentucky at Toledo is one that most people will overlook, but this is a contender in the CUSA versus a contender in the MAC this year. Could basically be a playoff elimination game here. We've got a fun rematch between Vanderbilt and Virginia Tech. Last year, the Hokies were shocked on the road versus Vandy, which basically springboarded the Commodores into their awesome season last year. So now a chance for revenge for the Hokies. This time, Vanderbilt has to go into their building. This game got a lot more interesting after week 1. South Florida dismantles Boise State. They now have to go into the swamp to play the Gators. Florida going to be favored by a couple touchdowns still, but it'll be interesting to see with South Florida and their playmakers if they can stick around. Baylor takes a tough loss to Auburn in week 1, and things don't get any easier. They got to go on the road to play a playoff team from last season in SMU. This is a game that has not been played in a while. Baylor has a 13-game winning streak in this series, so SMU looking to exact their revenge now that their program's in a better spot. Illinois at Duke is a huge matchup between two teams that won 9+ games last season that are looking to take that step forward into playoff contention this year. Duke opens as the slight underdog, but they are the home team, and whichever team loses this one, that's going to be a big hit to their resume early in the season. We've got the renewal of the border war at number 3, Kansas at Missouri. When we've seen these rivalry games get resuscitated in the last 5 years or so, they're always a blast to watch. So regardless of what the score is, you just know this one's going to be fun. At number 2, we've got a huge clash between two massive brands, Michigan at Oklahoma. The Sooners and Brent Venables need this win early in the season, especially just to build confidence after last year's disaster. And then with Michigan, you've got Bryce Underwood starting versus a real opponent. You've got Sharon Moore probably needing a big win, and it's also his alma mater. Ton of awesome storylines in this one. But at number 1, I've got to show respect to the Cyhawk game. I think it's been totally disrespected during the discourse this week in favor of Michigan-Oklahoma because those are some bigger brands. But both of these teams were better than both of those teams last season. They're just not as trendy or big of brands. This is a rivalry game. This has been a really intense, good game the last couple of years. I will be watching it. It's going to be an absolutely fantastic game.